Hi, it's Dr. Greg Jantz. I have a new word for you, neurodivergence. As a counselor and as a educator, uh, I have to tell you that we have observed a wide variety of individuals over the years who have sought help through the Center, a Place of Hope, who the term, umbrella term, neurodivergence is a term that would really cover a number of things that they are experiencing. And I'm going to say many are experiencing. This is conditions like autism. Now, as I'm sitting here this day, autism numbers have accelerated beyond belief. 1 out of 33 kids are being diagnosed as autistic. Neurodivergence is a term that covers autism, and we can look at this on a spectrum from mild to quite severe. Attention deficit hyperactive disorder is another one that would fit under neurodivergence. Dyslexia, mixing up letters and words when we're speaking. Now, who doesn't do that occasionally? But this neurodivergence just means we're processing information differently, processing the world differently, and that we are at a place where we, because of these experiences, may have unique struggles. We need to understand that if you have somewhere autism, and perhaps you're finding that your kids, maybe recently a kid was diagnosed, we do know that this affects how we learn, how we experience the world, how we process information. And so it's best understood as processing information differently. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's a difference in processing. And because of that difference, there's a difference in what an individual will experience. A loud noise may be something that just you hear it and it passes on, but for a person with on a continuum of autism, that loud noise could be representative of many different things. But sensory, it overactivated the brain and in a way that was that noise overstimulated, and that processing of that information, that experience could be totally different. All right, key conditions. I've made some notes here. Autism, which focuses on our sensory and the communication differences. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, of course, has to do with our attention and impulse control. We can be quite impulsive, and just that hyperactivity challenges that can be there. Always look at this on a continuum as well. It's not just one single experience. It may be from mild, medium to more severe on these symptoms. We also know that dyslexia affects at times coordination, but particularly like reading and reversing words, skipping words, how we process words, how we spell, dyslexia. So this is all neurodivergence, and we're going to look for individuals that maybe just have sensory overload or too much. You may know sensory overload even through touch. It's like too much, and it may be even a sensitivity to certain fabrics. So there's a hypersensitivity. We also know that there is just a way of experiencing the world that could be challenging, where a person may miss certain social cues, or it may seem odd socially. But generally, here's what we know. These people who are struggling, which is huge numbers, tend to be exceedingly smart, exceedingly over the top, at times intellectual and what they're able to do and the ways that they're able to see things and process things. So this that I'm describing, we have to figure out how to cope and how to grow and how to interpret things socially and have successful relationships, successful life. But these are people that oftentimes are seeing things that the rest of us don't. They're smart. So, all right. I'm looking for struggles. I made a list of organization, sensory overload, I mentioned, social interaction. The person may have a lot of experience and go, I just feel really different. I feel really different. So here's what's so important. Be assessed. Have a good assessment that's not just looking at attention issues, autism issues, but a full neuro assessment, because this will give us a place to work from. We know that certain things, for example, the dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, can be at times very helpful. We know that there's also nutritional, vitamin interventions. It's the whole person, and looking at what are things that really support emotional health and good intellectual processing, what's going on in the brain, etc. So we're just seeing this more and more, and we know the importance of looking at the whole person. So dig a little bit deeper there in the article on this. There's times where, okay, things aren't going well, and I do need to get a different level of professional care in order to deal with the neural divergence.